Just another Celtic transfer shit show, as per usual.
Celtic! We are the best team in Glasgow! And we call it always Europe!
Let's begin this like we do normally. Please smash that subscribe button. It helps me grow the channel and it is absolutely free for you to do so. Let's talk about this shit show they call a transfer window. What's happening, Celtic family? I hope you're all doing well out there. Listen, if you're like me and you've been waiting about for something to happen, then you're a mug just like me, unfortunately, because absolutely nothing has really happened. There's been people's names flying about left, right and centre, but yet Celtic doing what Celtic do, or the board do, leaving everything to the last minute, which I just don't understand. I don't get with the whole striker situation, considering it's came out that Kyogo said he wanted to leave months ago. So why nothing has been put in place is absolutely fucking beyond me. It's totally beyond me. I don't know why we're at this situation. We're in a situation now where we're trying to grasp at anything. Now, we've got sort of Danny Ings from West Ham here in the mix. Now, there's no way Danny Ings was the first choice. I think, and I'm not saying Danny Ings is a bad player. I'm just saying that they're kind of grasping at something now to get something across the line. I don't know if this is going to go ahead. I don't know how true it is. I don't know. There's been a lot of hearsay. There's been a lot of names kicking about. I'm pretty sure you have all heard of the Lennon Miller situation. Lennon Miller, it was looking like Lennon Miller this morning was going to be heading to Celtic Park, but probably then loaned back to Motherwell until the end of the season, which to me is just an absolute shit show of a thing to do anyway, and Lennon Miller sitting there injured. So, I mean, that's no use to us right now, but then again, Lennon Miller, the position, is not really somewhere that we really need to sort of get someone in the door quickly for. So I'm thinking that maybe they're thinking, let's get this Lennon Miller deal done in January, and if he comes in the summer, then that's fine. But listen, it's been an absolute shit show, and it's only going to get to the point where Brendan Rodgers does get pissed off with this again. He's said at his press conference yesterday, he made it clear that he had said to the board what it was that he wants. Now, he's probably said that to the board and said it to Callum McGregor when Callum McGregor went out. I can't remember where he went and seen Portugal or Spain, or I don't know where he was, before he came back as a Celtic manager. I said this before to loads of people. There's no way Brendan Rodgers has came back to Celtic and not said, this is what I want, this is what I expect. If you can deliver on that, then I will come back. But to me, it looks like they're not delivering. I don't blame Brendan Rodgers for this. I blame the board for this, because Brendan Rodgers came back with a plan, told them that you must back me. Now, for whatever reason, we're in the same situation as we are every single window. Every single window, where it's getting to the last couple of hours, or even the last hour or half an hour, where we're making signings. Sometimes I get that, but for Kyogo's position, I do not understand it. Now, they went for Vitsgarden. Now, that looks like that's fallen through, completely fallen through. But if they wanted Vitsgarden, why haven't they offered him the money that they should have offered him? Why haven't they offered him the money? And I'm going on about Lennon Miller, and Lennon Miller's not for sale. Listen, everything and everyone is for sale. Everything and everyone is for sale. So they've asked for the region of, I think it was about 4 million. It might be more than that, 4 million, 4.55 million. I'm not sure. But whether we think that he's worth that, Brendan Rodgers has came out and said that he does like him. But so if you like him and you've told the board that, why are the board not putting out the money for him? For any one of these, Vitsgarden as well. Now, Vitsgarden's been on the go for a while now, and that probably is a signing that Brendan wanted to make happen. So, if you really, really wanted that player, pay the money. Pay the money. But listen, it's been an absolute shit show, this. It really has. But on the upside, it looks like we're just about to get the deal done on the Crystal Palace left back, Jeff Schlupp. Now, Jeff Schlupp, I can't really remember him playing for Crystal Palace. I've got to admit that. I remember him at Leicester, and I thought he was quite a good player at Leicester. But I haven't heard from the guy in years. I'll be honest, I've went back and went onto the Old Faithful on YouTube and watched some of his games back. And listen, for Jeff Schlupp to come in here as a temporary basis for Kieran Tierney coming back, to me, it's a good bit of business. That is a good bit of business. He's a good player, and he's definitely will be good on the short-term loan until the end of the season, until we can get Kieran Tierney back. But the thing is, Kieran Tierney comes back, Greg Taylor goes out the door, we're missing a left back. Or are we? Because what they will do is just put Liam Scales in there. But that, to me, it's not showing that you've got a lot of drive and determination to push this team forward. So I don't know, but Jeff Schlupp coming in there, looks like the deal is just about done. Looks like that negotiations are definitely going on, because it looks Brendan Rodgers seems to be in London. He got a private jet or whatever to London today, and he's away down there to try and put pen to paper and get Jeffrey Schlupp up to Celtic. But that's about it, guys. There isn't that much to go on today. As I said, I've been waiting about to see who comes in. As per usual, we're leaving absolutely everything to the last minute. Danny Ings, was, as I said, has been mentioned. Jeffrey Schlupp and then Lennon Miller. But to me, Jeffrey Schlupp right now looks like the one that's going to be coming to Celtic Park, which still leaves us with a striker. And it's definitely something, a position that we need to fill. But Danny Ings looks like he's going to be the man coming in, possibly. I don't know. For anything to make this a good transfer window, 11 o'clock or 10:30 tonight needs to come in, and we need to have signed Kieran Tierney, and he's at the club for this to be even half a decent transfer window. So it's pretty safe to say that this transfer window has been an absolute shit show. But we should be used to it, because every transfer window with Celtic is an absolute shit show. Let's have a look at what's went out and what's came in. Better off just seeing what's went out, to be honest. We've got Lewis Palmer, that's obviously went to Olympiacos. Alexandro Bernabe, who's went to Internacional. Stephen Welsh, who's went out on loan to KV Michelin. Jota, we got in the door. Kasper Schmeichel signed a 1-year contract, and we've got Alistair Johnson, who's renewed his contract to 2029. Kyogo Furuhashi, we all know, is left and went to Rennes. And Odin Holm has went out to Los Angeles Football Club. So as you can see, we've put 5 out the door. We've got 1 in the door. So it's not looking great, is it? As I said, if we knew that Kyogo was going to be leaving months ago, why are we in the position that we've got a couple of hours to go before the transfer window slams shut and we're searching for a striker? Typical Celtic, typical the way that they act at this time of year or with any transfer window, complete and utter complacency. Hopefully by the end of it, we've got a couple of new people in the door. They are going to be loan deals. We are not going to get anybody now on a more permanent contract. And Celtic are obviously wanting to find a right replacement for Kyogo. I understand that, but they've had absolute months to do that. Kyogo has made it pretty clear for a long time, obviously, that he wants to go. Celtic have maybe pushed it, trying to keep him to stay. I don't know. I don't know what's happened. If there's been negotiations and they haven't came to some agreement, and that's why it's taken so long, and that's why they're playing catch-up now, trying to find a striker. I don't know, and I'm probably just making up excuses for Celtic, to be honest with you. Kyogo's maybe said months ago that he's made his decision, he wants to leave, and Celtic have known about it for a long time. I like to think that they haven't, but you just don't know with this board. And it is going to get to the point. It doesn't matter what you say about Brendan Rodgers. I know that the way that he left, it left bitter taste in all our mouths. It left a bitter taste in my mouth. But the guy's came back. He's proved it to me that he wants the club to do well. He wants to invest in it. He wants to push them forward. I've forgiven him, and I don't want to see him leave. But with transfer windows like this and the board being so complacent, and he is going to leave. He will leave because he isn't going to put up with that. He's not going to get backed. They need to back him. And he would have told them that you need to back me. You need to back me. And this window, it doesn't look like they've backed them. That's what it looks like to me. But listen, few hours left. Trying to stay on the positive side. But listen, tomorrow we'll know more. Tonight we'll know more. But tomorrow I will come back on and we'll have a chat about the incomings and any outgoings that's been, because there's probably a few more of them as well. But listen, Celtic family, I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe out there. Hail, hail. Take it easy. Cheers.